Well, hello everyone. Lots of changes in my lineup. Uh, we are trying new software, and as a result, we have some new things on the show. We have a little tip jar, and we have a goal bar set on the. Let's see, which way is that? On my right here. And we have all kinds of other things that are happening too. Um, hmm.
Yeah.
And we can also splash up comments onto the screen if we can get that in. So I'm really excited. I'm actually nervous about the whole thing. I was trying to get it all to work and new overlay and all kinds of stuff like that. So um,
They don't need to see me.
yeah, but
No.
oh wait, what's going on there? Oh, that's in the background. You're in the background, sweetheart. So let's take it to the next scene, which is right there. Click on the image. I'm training new tech here, so it's a little bit more challenging. So now you can see us in the corner there, and you should be able to see Kodo. And I've done a bit more work on him. I've got some of the armor on his shoulder done. Some of his back is done. I still need to do another piece that comes down here. And I need to do the arm. And the left arm is going to be holding the maul. So I'm going to use a piece of wire, and we're going to put the maul in there like that, and then build the armor around that. So that's the news.
Welcome, Crazy Light Gaming.
Yeah, thank you for that's Crazy Ike. That's Clint. That's all you say. Holy crap! Look at that armor. Yep, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, the armor is coming along. I have to admit though, it doesn't look like the. I mean, it looks kind of like the photo. I mean, the drawing, but not really. So.
It's your interpretation.
Yeah.
So quit being negative.
I will apologize to Levi.
Moving right along.
Levi did a beautiful job on the drawings. He's got them all done now, and that's exciting. So I will be finishing up Kodo, and then we'll move on to another character. So I'm not even sure where I want to begin today. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this wire in a leather wrap so that I can do the hand around the wrap. I think. And it looks like Levi did like a snakeskin type of design on the handle. But I'm thinking that I'm going to do a traditional leather wrap. It's going to be easier for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skew out a bunch of this clay here. And let's make sure that I'm in the camera. Am I in the camera?
You're fine. I'll tell you if you're not.
Okay. And I'm probably going to give it just a little bit more handle than what I'm seeing. All right. Hopefully this works. I'm not sure if it will.
Crazy Light Gaming says, what are your thoughts for these when you finish, Dave? Are you going to make molds of them?
Yeah, I am. It'll be challenging to mold this guy, but I think be fun.
You get one chance at this is the problem. So if it breaks, it'll probably break the original. So if that mold doesn't come out right, you get one stab at it.
Yeah, that's the problem. One stab at it. Oh, and if you guys could tell me, I mean, we got some, I think we have music playing in the background that Cam has done. It might be really low, or if my mic is low, then tell me, because this is new software, everything is new, and I'm really, I'm a novice at all this, and so I'm just trying to figure out what's working and what's not. So if you can tell me, then let me know. Oh, Crazy Ike says, what are your... Okay, that's one you
I already
just
answered
asked.
that. Focus on what you're doing there.
This is Cam's music. It's really, really cool. Okay, excellent.
You do the silicone mold first, then cast a sacrificial mold from that. Complete knob here in terms of casting.
We will have to cut him apart to make him work, because I can't cast him in one fell swoop. I don't think, anyway. There's too many undercuts and everything else. So
That's what happens when you get too creative. It's how to make that mold come out.
and then of course in cutting apart you're going to damage him, and then in the actual mold, once you make this guy, I'll lose the original. So I better be really good at making molds, which fortunately I'm reasonably good. Alright, I think that's good. Then the rest of this can be... I think I'll wrap the rest of it anyway, and I will use the clay. I'll use the clay to make the wood texture on here. I'll just blend this in. But this gives me a uniform thickness. Maybe I'll do a little bit thicker here. I don't know. I looked everywhere. I wanted to just find a crystal that I could use rather than sculpting a crystal. I still may go for something like that if I can find it.
Crystal for where?
Well, you see the crystal in Kodo's mall. There's a metal dragon around the mall, the crystal, the blue crystal, and I was kind of hoping to find something that would work. I mean, I can sculpt that easy enough, but it would be kind of cool if it was a natural crystal. Alright, so I'm going to use... I'm going to go from about right here where... From here to here is going to be the handle, I think. And then this part up here will be wood. So I'm just going to press this together. But this gives me a uniform thickness all the way up. And then I can just smooth it out there.
Crazy Egg says, when I made that, it was an ecosphere that I elongated and fit into the dragon skull in Blender.
Hey, try putting it up on the screen. See, you know where it says add, right underneath the comment, you can add to broadcast. Let's see how that works. Click on, move up. See where it says add broadcast? Right there. Click on that. There, it's on the screen now. Although...
I was reading it before.
Yeah, I know, but it went behind... Oh, so that didn't work out so well.
Remove from broadcast?
Yeah, remove from broadcast.
Focus on sculpting.
I don't know if you can move that around or not, but...
Move what around?
You did not see it appear on the screen?
What?
Try it again. Sorry, folks.
I'm fine with it.
See it appear on the screen?
Yeah.
See if you can drag and pull it around somewhere, maybe up towards the top. Oh no, you're moving the tip jar. Here, let me. Yeah, we'll put it about right there, and then you can remove, once people have seen it, then you can remove from the screen. Like that.
Oh, that shows them who's
That's,
saying what.
yeah, right.
So I don't have to say it.
Well, you know, if somebody watching this video later won't have the advantage of the chat, so that puts the question on the video forever. So we're experimenting. I'm having fun. The new goal too, whether you see the goal, supposedly whenever somebody follows, that will go up. But the goal's set for 100 right now, and we will see how that goes. And then there's all kinds of like a tip jar there, and that's supposed to drop some little coins in it. And
That's when you drop your little Bitcoin in it.
yeah, we'll see if that works.
Who wants to be a brave soul? Drop some little coins in there.
Just so I can see if it works.
So how do they drop little coins? What coins are those?
The bitcoins, the bits.
Okay.
I think the minimum is just 1 bit.
Do I have a bit, here a little bit, there a little bit, everywhere a little bit. Well, I finally got to go and get my hair cut. Holy moly. As Jeff says, Mom, you look like you got a military cut.
Oh, by the way, if you want to, when you talk and you want to make a comment, you can switch over to that camera that's just down from that one.
I don't want to be shown anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine where I'm at.
Okay. They might have wanted to see your haircut.
No. They can see it from that little piece there.
Okay.
It's gotta get purple.
I think a little bit more of the wrap so I can make that upper portion a little bit thicker. That worked out pretty good. I think I just need to have a bit more here. Oh, didn't have enough clay in there. Oh, did it go in?
Did what go in?
I don't think I did it right.
What are you talking about?
50 test. Animal G. I didn't see it. Did anybody else see it?
I didn't see anything.
I think I goofed. I wonder why. It said it was for Twitch donation. It is part of the Streamlabs widgets that they have. But I think maybe I failed to launch it on Streamlabs. Maybe that was what I did. Can you hang on for a second? Let me see if what I have done here.
We have technical difficulties.
Oh. We'll find out in a second, folks. Give me a second here. Because I want this to work. I think what I failed to do is launch it. No, widgets. And the jar. launch. Holy moly. Hope that's just the green screen up there. Okay. Well, it looks like I did it right. I don't know. I'll have to figure out later.
Okay, so we'll need to have another try that again.
I don't know. But thanks for the test. That was very kind of you.
Well, try it again to see if it goes in. Not then we'll know for sure.
Yeah, this is a goofy way to try it out. Oh, as Crazy Ike says, also the tip jar leads to an expired page. I tried adding a tip, but the page isn't valid. I had done something wrong then. I wonder, maybe I have to copy that. Let me try something here. Okay.
Making them work real hard to put the tip in there, aren't you?
Well, you know, you have to learn. Command V. Okay, so I just launched it and I tried resetting the tip, and we'll see if it works. Rain survives. Says the new setup is working fairly well. Thank you, son. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I could have something else wrong, but I followed all the instructions, I thought. But
all right, let's try and test it out again. Who wants to put some bits in there? Let's see if it's working.
Well, Crazy Ike just dumped $1 in, 100, but he said it didn't work.
Try it again to see if it reset. I mean, it didn't work. Didn't lose anything.
I think maybe I have to reset those every time, like you do for the closed captioning, but I'm not sure.
Okay, you dropped another 100 bits.
And
that part is working.
oh, the notification bar worked.
It was talking about the PayPal link in your panel isn't working like it should.
Oh, okay.
Looks like your modification cuts off what they did.
Okay.
So are they in there or not?
Yeah, the tips are just like regular Twitch, you know, that still works. Subscriptions, the tip jar is supposed to work for subscriptions as well, but I am not certain about that.
Rain survives this, so shows the name, but the actual action looks like it is flipping off. The joys and pains of streaming.
Oh, for the so that might be too. Here, a second here. Let me see. Where is the? All right, there's the jar. Where's? Oh, there's the alert box.
It's just an
Hang
issue
on.
of the shape of the alert box.
Yeah, I think so. Let's make it. And let's make it 5.
Under the followers go.
Yeah, right. Okay, now let's see if that works. I made it a little bit bigger. So we'll see. I don't know, guys. You probably saw that, right?
It was sneaky, sleight
Yeah.
of hand.
This is a goofy way to do it. Yeah. So much for professionalism.
Yeah, that's part of fun. Too professional is boring.
Yeah, that's the alert box that's underneath the goal setter, but the tip jar, for some reason, it should show little coins being dropped in every time there's a bit, or every time there is a subscription or anything like that. But I could have that setting wrong, and you know, we'll see.
So the tip jar is over a white piece of paper and you can't see it.
Yeah, the tip jar is over on, let's see, where that would be my, I think that's my bottom left. Oh, that's going to be too thick. Let's just add something like this.
Brain surprises. I don't think we've ever had any luck using the tip jar animations.
I will figure it out. I'm stubborn that way. Plus, it just seemed like a fun thing to do.
Yeah, watch Dave squirm. Woohoo! So now you're gonna make that look like wood, huh?
I'm going to try anyway. But I think it should, you know, it could gradually go up a little bit in size towards the head of the maul. Kind of like a baseball bat would go up in size, but not that much. Trick is not to blend my wrap down below, my leather wrap, because I don't want it to get lost in the
In the thick of things.
fray. And I'm probably making this way too long, so I always have an option of cutting it off when I get to the other parts of it. But I needed to have something to go, I want to do the hand next, and I needed to have something to go around there. Because that hand is going to be gripping this, and then it'll be difficult to get the proportions right on the hand if it's not in there already. Been a crazy week, huh?
Yeah, it has.
I am pleased and happy with the amount of support that you're seeing in the marches. It cheers me.
Yeah, I was just looking in our small town that we left. Oh my gosh. We had some friends there that they had a little march and it was only 7 of them. That's brave. In a small town where everybody knows your name, you can't hide amongst the crowd. They were proud. They had their signs. Black Lives Matter.
Has been distressing watching, well, especially watching that old man be pushed down. It's time to shop for some new police.
Says it really made me happy to see big companies actually taking a stance.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, my water department sent out a letter. I mean, wow, that surprised me. And yeah, there's like lots and lots of companies, and I especially was really cheered when that when the NFL stuff came down.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Yeah.
Out there.
Well, with that one coach got on and said, it's time that we were wrong and we need to admit it, and that's pretty big news. Instead of doing all the machoism shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm trying to keep this really clean so that if my granddaughters ever watch it, which now
Stop talking.
okay.
Jiminy Christmas. Green survives says, for sure. Surprising to see people in Paris having the guts to stand on the right side of history.
They did. Good people.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of good people in Paris.
Rain Survives says, yeah, NFL stuff is great, but too little too late. It's better that he finally said it, but it took overwhelming pressure to make that happen.
Well, yeah, I agree, but
At least he said it.
he at least said it, and retracting stuff that you said that was wrong is a lot harder than just making a statement. So. I feel like I need to do this before. Okay, I'm going to snip.
Animal says, yeah, I agree, but it's good that at least says something and allows the protests to continue in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree.
Animal says, and who knows, maybe Colin Kaepernick can actually get a job now.
Yeah, that was a travesty. Yeah.
Rain Thrive says, if I thought they meant I'd be with you, but so far they just seem to be weather vanes.
Well, who knows what's in a person's heart? You might be right. I don't know.
Animal says, they always have been. Oh my god, can you move that?
Yeah, slowly.
Wow, strong man.
So that's gonna go. Maybe I should just trim this off and then try to go.
Animal says, but as long as they let the NFL protest it will be a good thing.
Yeah, there was somebody that got involved that should not have been involved in the first place.
Oh, what are those?
Claws.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-made claws. These are done with Avis Epoxy Sculpt, and so they're solid now. And
How long have they been curing?
I've had them done for the better part of a week, I think.
So they're pretty crispy and hard.
Yeah.
Let's hear it banging up against the. Wow. Okay, don't snap it.
Well, I don't think you could. You'd have to take a pair of pliers to it to break it at this point.
Huh.
I need a pair of needle gloves. So I'm looking at putting these claws in. He's grabbing them all. This is going to go around this like this. His fingers are dripped over it somewhat. Let's see. I suppose we could start with, well, I'm guessing right there should be the first, this knuckle here. The trick in doing this in sculpture is to over exaggerate the knuckles, at least for me it is anyway. So I mean, if you look at this guy, this hand over here, I've got the knuckles pretty well defined, and then I went back through and I did a little bit of, you know, sculpting the clay into scales. I might have to, it looks like I boogered up that a little bit, but I'll have to fix that. Alright, so let me think here.
Green says it's good to see one of the biggest anti-BLM platforms continue their public campaign. So who knows, maybe that will help. And then Animal says agreed.
Yeah. You know, guys, I'm glad that, you know, well, I'm super glad and super thankful that not, you know, defending empty, I don't know what I'm saying, so I would just shut up. Could be down on the wrong side of things, you know.
Stuff while you're here. So that's a finger.
Yeah, and then this part here would be this part. So
Are we streaming for 2 hours?
yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
And I'm thinking I'm going to change this time. This is like 2 o'clock for Central Standard Time, and that seems a bit early. And I think it would be better if I started at maybe 3 o'clock Central Time and 4 o'clock my time. Well, what do you guys think? Or maybe even later. I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me.
Animal G is going to head out. We'll check back later.
Okay. Oh, I want to show you what I've done. Hey, I want to show you what I've done with my owl. Let's see, where can I show this at?
Oh, you got the medallion.
Yeah, I found this. I started out sculpting something, and then I thought, oh my goodness, that medallion is awesome. So
I found
that was in my one of my drawers of stuff, and so I slapped that on there. I've got him so that he's one piece now.
Quit turning him so fast.
Okay, I'm sorry. So that's the owl, and I think he's going to be easy enough to cast. He will probably cast all in one piece, and I'm thinking I'll run the seam down the back of his feathers here.
Turn him around and see the back.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
But that's the owl. That's what I've been working on Thursday nights on Facebook. I'm still going to keep that time on Facebook. I'll probably be doing the
Mold?
no, well, I do the mold, yes. Finish him up, and then do painting of him. But then the next project for sculpting on Thursday nights is going to be the Cthulhu box. Okay, so let's just make it that long, and let's just drive. Let's see, should that be the little finger? Do I have a smaller? Oh, this is going to be the little finger right here. So this is going to be the middle finger, and these guys only have three fingers, and that's quite often that's happens, you know, when you're doing animals or doing different species. Um,
What happens?
it's easier to say, well, you know, I'm just going to do the three fingers rather than, like, you know, you look at all the cartoons that have only had three fingers. Um, it's just an easier way to draw it, because when you're drawing, you know, and when you're sculpting especially, oh my goodness, sculpting is very difficult to get all the slenderness of five fingers in there, or four fingers and one thumb.
Take your drink and put that thing down.
Okay, where's that little one at? There's the little finger right there. I made extra so that I could pick and choose. And the other thing that you'll notice on a hand is what so many make a mistake as is that the hand is in an arch like this. And then if you put it, if you're drawing it or if you're sculpting it, and if you put it straight across there like that, whether then you don't go in an arch like this, it'll look so fake. And this knuckle group, maybe you can see it better there because it goes up and then goes down, follows the same pattern that your fingers do up on top. And if you go too far afield from what nature does, then you end up with something that doesn't look real. I know it's fun to do, like, well, let's create an alien that's brand new, you know, that looks really weird and everything. But the weirder you deviate from what nature actually does, the less believable your character becomes. I see a lot of artists who do dragon wings, and they don't realize that the wing is actually the hand, you know. The thumb is a little claw, and the fingers are webbed in between, and then they're elongated so that, you know, each dragon has these wings that come out like this. But if you don't understand, even though the dragon doesn't, you know, it's not a real thing, if you don't understand what nature does and you try to improvise, like put in more spines for the wing or something like that, more bones for the wing, then it ends up looking weird. Just my opinion. But I'm right.
And modest too.
Spend a lot of time thinking about these things. Okay. And then snip that right there. Okay, now the next one over. Now it looks like Levi, you know, like did fingernails, but I'm doing claws. I figured I've already deviated and might as well just do my own thing. So I'll apologize to Levi.
Well, the artist's interpretation of the author's drawing, I did a little bit of deviance there. It's not hurting it any.
Well, I guess not. think I'll go with that as the thumb right there. Okay, this is going to be the thumb. And that's draped over too, so that's going to be tricky to get that right. And this is going to be the index, or what passes for the index anyway.
Rain Survives says, doesn't have to be exactly the same as the picture anyway. It's your version of it. Bravo.
Well, I mean, Levi did a really beautiful job, so I want to pay homage to that.
Well, you're doing quite a good homage there, but you can do a couple little indulgences.
I mean, taking a class from Levi, it must be really a hoot. I mean, I would have probably sold my soul for that when I was a kid. Versus the teachers I had, you know. Oh my goodness.
Rain Survives, sure he did, and so are you.
Okay. So where is that thumb? That thumb is coming up from. I need to put some glue on here. Some not glue, but some clay so I can see where I'm at. I'm going to take these off for a moment. So I need to get the shape of the. Oh, dropped my clay.
Looking at
Okay, I'm going to do this center one first, but okay. Yeah, I had this down just a little bit too much. Doing these things it's so tight as far as, you don't have a lot of maneuverability here. And I'm doing it with, clay that mushes around and as my fingers come in contact with it. But
him with a huge finger.
he's a huge guy. Okay, where's my... Plus I'll probably end up slimming it a little bit. So,
Turn it a little bit so we can see what you're doing.
knuckle, knuckle, base knuckle. So, knuckle, knuckle, base knuckle. There's probably another term for that, but that's what I call it.
Hi, Air Laser.
Hey, Air Laser.
Says, oh man, Kodo is looking amazing.
Thank you very much.
Are those little bits she's got?
Oh, those are like emotes. And one of them is my emote.
Oh, the little dragon?
Yeah, the little dragon, I drew that one and put him on there. I'm not quite satisfied with it yet, but...
You never are.
Oh, let's see. Where's that bone at? Right there, okay.
I should give you 2 more of your emotes.
Hey, thanks. We are doing this with all new software, and So it's been a kind of a learning experience. You can show them an overhead view too, Kat. I have a cam that's got the overhead. So if you switch down to overhead view right there at the very bottom, just remember where you're at right now. And let's see, let's move him around. That's what he looks like from above. But now you can go on back to where we were.
Paradise says, "Oh, that's neat. I was wondering why there wasn't music today, but that makes sense."
Oh, we got music. Did it stop playing? I don't know if it did or not. Let's go back to
I want me to go back to
side camera and David view. And there should be music playing in the background. Maybe I've got it turned down too low. Right up there at top, Cat, there's the volume control. Right, no, this one here. And if you turn it up a little bit, tell us when it gets too loud. Oh, that's all the way down. Just a little bit more. Don't want to get it too much. You haven't moved it.
volume was already fine. Don't turn it up.
Okay.
No.
Then take your mouse off of it. Okay, yeah. Can you hear the music now?
Can you hear the music now?
That's Cam's music.
Says that the overview just didn't have music.
Oh, the overhead, yes. The overhead does not have music. So I've got Cam's music playing in the background for the first three, and then Simonella's grouping for 3 songs, and then back to Cam.
Good. Air laser now hears music. No worries.
Okay.
We aim to please.
Sorry, I was just like I'm really getting used to this new software, and I really like it. It's really good. I've been really impressed with it so far. Probably should detail this before I start with the other fingers, because getting in here tight like this is going to be difficult to do, but I want to get the bottom of this palm in here just about right. Well, I can't completely, but because I'll have to put this finger on. But that's going off like that, and then that thumb is going to go in there. Yep. Like that. And we must add some to the index finger here, pull him up a little bit. Yeah. This will start to look a lot more right after. Let's pull that out for a second. It'd be easier to do it out. So I'm getting all set up and everything, so I'm going to add some more programming shortly. Hoping to add a couple of featured artists. We'll talk about their artwork. So that's the drive for the new software. Let's see, I've got this a little wrong here.
So that's the drive could use. What are you talking about?
I want to get all set up so that, oh, that's good. I like that. I want to get it all set up so that I can do some interviews and feature some of my friends' artwork. I truly know some of the most talented people on the face of the earth. I can say that unabashedly. Boastful. Oh. Almost lost his thumb.
No, can't have that.
Okay, so this one should be up higher than the index finger, right? And if you ever come across, I mean, hands are like notoriously hard to do to draw. They're hard to sculpt, especially the smaller the scale you go. Oh my goodness, sometimes it's almost impossible.
What are you using there?
I'm using the little ball tool. Same thing I used to make the armor pounded.
Just remember, whenever you pick up a tool, let us know what it is. But we don't know, we can't see it.
I'm also going to do that. I'm still talking about it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to do the sculpture. It's going to be an intermediate level class. And it'll be a class that is taught maybe using something like Zoom or Skype or something like that. And you will get the materials in the mail so that you can follow the whole thing. But the goal is to end up with a working door knocker.
Cool. Rain surprises. Why do you think hands are hard?
Because they are.
Hey, there you go. Because it is.
I think.
Therefore it is.
I'm just not exactly sure. Anybody else have any ideas? It has, if you don't get the knuckles right, it just doesn't look right. You know, it just looks.
Your laser says, yeah, I struggle with drawing hands in any capacity. Eyes, though, I like drawing those.
Oh, yeah, that's like the first thing I try, you know. It's like, oh, yeah, love to draw the eye. And it doesn't matter if it's an animal eye or a human eye or anything, you know, just like, oh my goodness, I love to do it.
Rain surprises. My assumption is that, like faces, they are the things we focus on the most as humans. So it's really obvious when they aren't right.
Yeah, that's it, yes.
And it doesn't take much. It could be just a teeny tiny. There's something wrong there.
Even if it's a fantasy creature, if you're off, if you don't obey the biological laws, I guess. If you just think you're going to go off on your own and do something, then you will end up with something that does not look right. Okay, so let's bring these guys together a little bit. Okay. And let's give him, now see there's always this part here, there's a muscle in here, so if you don't get that on there, that's not going to look right, so you want to put that on. Push this in a little bit.
surprises. Like hands and faces convey so much information.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Let's turn him a little bit. Oh, I didn't get that knuckle in there in the middle quite right. I think Levi said that that Kodo was the one that he spent the most time on because of all the scales, and which I totally understand. And there just was a lot of detail on this guy. So now this part here, where is that little bone at? It's on the outside always. So let's do that. Although that's going to be covered up with armor, it's just good to know where everything's at, where the wrist is at. What's coming along?
That's coming on and says, what's going on?
Oh, did it? Okay, let's put this guy in here.
That makes sense. Okay.
Let's spread those fingers out a little bit, curl them down. Uh-oh. So the thumb's going to come over like that. Isn't that right? And then we'll have to do some more surgery here because this little finger is too long. Okay. Tricky. But that's right, though. Yeah, I agree.
He's answering himself.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
Still thinking about it.
I think that, how old is that? Still thinking about it. That's a long one.
Okay, so we're doing the left hand. So this part up here, that's the knuckle right there, but the claw comes out, kind of curls down over like that, and as this part here is a little longer, and then come back to about right there and bend it again. That's this bone here. Wait, that's too far back. Okay, bend right there, and then okay, so then this is the next bone, and okay, I think something like that. It's too far back. Again, this is less of a tutorial and more like this is what happened. And then things came apart.
Well, see, now they can see that it's not always roses. That this is a process. Hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. Oh, ta-da! Did it.
This sculptor's wire is like essential for doing this kind of stuff because it's soft enough that you can mold it and bend it while you're working on stuff like this. But it's also stiff enough that it holds the clay in place. I got that. Nope. Okay. A little shorter. Thumbs are stubby little things. Okay, something like that. Let's bring that around. Yeah, let's see, that's where his thumb should be. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take this out of there for right now and work on this thumb. Let's put it on before we get there. There we go.
Hi, Poison Ivy.
Well, hi. Glad you could join us.
Hey, Pan Bag and Pan.
Hey. What to do with that tool? Where'd it go?
Tool you're looking for.
The little round ball tool. Oh, there it is.
Open your eyes and you'll see.
Let's try a different tool. There it is.
Poison Ivy Pika says, Kodo is looking great! 3 exclamation points.
Thank you very much.
And what's this tool you got in your hand now?
Oh, it's a little soft silicone tool. See it? It's got a little flexible. Like
Stiff enough, but flexible.
Yeah, it acts like a small finger.
Just remember, when you switch tools, everybody wants, what the heck is that?
All right, I'll try to remember.
Roll it around slowly so you can see what you've just done.
Something's not quite right. That's a little bit. It's getting there though. Maybe add a little bit of extra. Just a little bit of extra here like that.
It's auto starting a little bit of who stole some what the it doesn't
Well, I guess I'm speaking too low.
just a little bit.
So everybody agree? Is the mic okay? And I assume the music, Jeff said it was okay. Oh, from this side it looks really great. Okay. Now I got to remember that I'm going to put armor on this guy, so most of my detail for my hand is going to be covered with armor. Alright, so we're going to get this part over here a little bit more thicker. There we go.
And remember, when you say this part over here thicker, people
Well,
can't
I'm
don't
going to
know
point.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going to point to that right there. Somebody at the door.
Air Laser says, I agree. Right there.
Okay. I'll try to keep up. Yeah, Jeff will probably get the door, but okay. Pan Mom's going for a drink. They bought me some Scotch whiskey for my birthday. My birthday's coming up on the 12th, but they got it early. I thought that was nice. Okay, let's see what that looks like with the... Well, I won't mess that up before I get it on there. Oh, I really messed it up. Okay. Probably gonna have to redo that. He's just kind of casually holding this. It doesn't look quite kosher. Okay. Gonna have to slim that one finger down a little bit on this side. A little too deep on that. Boy, does it take a long time to get the hands right. And that middle finger should be coming up a little bit more. All right. But then it looks like he's not holding it, so I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Switching tools to the little silicone tool. Let's cut back in a little bit here. Not quite happy with that, but let's see. I think by the time we get to the armor on this, it'll be all right. And it could be, let's see, the thumb probably needs to rotate a little bit. If I can. Without messing it up. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah. Let's see if we can smooth some of this down in between. Oh, that's going to be hard to cast. Not sure how this is going to play out for the casting. Maybe slim that middle finger down just a little bit.
Get a little too aggressive with the middle finger?
X-Acto knife. Just slice off some of the thickness of that finger. It's okay, Mr. Kodo. It only hurt for a little bit. Ah! Calm down. You're a big fellow. You can take it. Just a little skin off the knuckles. Trying to shape that a little bit so that it looks more knuckly. And the little finger needs to be slimmed down a little bit. Admittedly, I don't have much to work with here.
So if it's going to be covered with armor, why are you spending so much time tweaking it?
Well, the fingers are not. See, look at the fingers. They're covered with scales. So you have to get those somewhat right. So right up this back part right here is going to be covered with that shield-like.
I see. Okay.
But then you have to get the knuckles right because they're coming up over the top of that. Let's see. Fill that in just a little bit there, right there, like that. You know, I've lost quite a bit of weight, and I feel it in my fingers.
Oh, the little sausages have gotten smaller, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
It's so funny. It keeps coming downstairs. Look, I've lost 35 pounds. I was like, dude, well, get a new shirt. That one looks like a balloon. So I can see how nice you're looking after dropping that many pounds. Well, I got one shirt. Oh, bless you. One shirt.
Well, I just wanted to see if it's going to work.
If you've lost 35 pounds, what is there not to work?
All right, how does that look to you guys? Sorry, I saw something and then I wanted to fix it before I asked the question.
Malice of play. It's the perk I have had as well, being in the lockdown, losing weight. That's kind of weird, huh? You're in lockdown and you're losing weight? How's that work?
Well, for one reason, for me anyway, is that I'm not eating a lot of McDonald's, and I'm not eating out. When you go to the shows, you do it. We like did 25 last year, so that's 25 weekends out of 52 that we were gone. So when you're out, you're eating out, and you're eating
A lot.
like really
Yummy stuff.
And it's like lots of pasta and like pizza and
Oh, stop! You're killing me.
stuff we haven't had, and we've been on the keto diet, so no bread or anything like that, and it just peels off.
Now it's a plate that's actually cooking instead of eating up. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel we were drinking a lot more water too.
Yeah, I have to agree there too. Water and tea and stuff that maybe is not quite so bad for me,
Yeah, water's never bad for you. Yeah, I gave Dave his early birthday present. He hasn't had alcohol in a while, and I got him his favorite.
That's what I was telling him a while ago.
His Drambuie and Scotch.
Some Glenlivet.
Glenlivet's.
So that was nice.
Nice.
It's a little early because my birthday is not until
June 12th.
June 12th.
But he's been through quite a bit, and I just thought, well, might as well let him have it now. So he's been away from that since, what'd you say, April?
Yeah, something like that.
Mal says, yeah, that's another thing. Oddly, I have really reduced my alcohol consumption as well. And that is a lot of empty calories. Yeah.
Especially if you drink, like we would go to like find the best breweries, and drink a lot of beer, and then that would be, extra extra calories. So I haven't had a beer for like 6 months.
It was funny. It's like he's out there just dancing around the kitchen. I'm going, oh boy, that's just one. It's been a while.
Yeah, it like really hit me hard.
It's like, what? I'm the weakling. No, Jeff, the doorbell didn't ring. That's just the sound when somebody walks by the ring that shows movement at the door. Yeah, we got a ring on the door. So people don't even ring the doorbell anymore. And so now you gotta assume, alright, so the thing catches movement and then it'll chime. And then you run down there to try and catch them before they disappear.
Now the other thing to notice here is that this length right here from the shoulder down to the elbow also matches this length, which I'm not quite. Well, I'm close. Never mind.
What the heck was that? What? And that's how my husband talks most of the time. You have to figure out what in blue blazes.
I made a disturbing discovery about my own artwork here.
What was that?
I didn't get the length of the arm just quite right. Okay. The other thing that it's not only an arch like this, but it's an arch like this, which he could use a little bit more of. But it's close. I think it looks good from this point. More or less like Levi's got it in the drawing there.
Yeah.
Looks a bit strange from this point, but we're going to go with it. And I'm going to see if I can put some scales on this one. So I'm going to do a different way of doing the scales. So I'm going to use this tool here. It's a little flat, sharp tool. Some kind of a dental tool. I'm not sure what they would use it for.
Brain Survive says, well, the bones are technically the same length, but the humerus, upper arm, is mostly hidden inside the shoulder joint, so it looks smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Rain says, same with the legs. The majority of the upper leg bone is hidden.
Well, now he has got strange legs because even though these are relatively close, the thigh and the calf, but his foot is that of a creature, and so he's walking on his toes really. And this is his heel right here. So he's a little different, but it's still obeying the same rules.
Air Laser says, I don't know nothing of how the human body is built. We didn't even really learn human biology in high school. Huh. Our teacher was obsessed with plant bio, so that's what we learned.
Well, be thankful because I had at least you had some kind of a science class and wasn't taught stuff like Noah's Ark and things.
Stop. So what you doing there? Can't see.
I'm putting in little scales for his knuckles and things.
Miles says, that was for Sunday school.
Yeah. I believe in lifelong learning. You know, you've got to teach yourself now. Doesn't matter what they did back then.
Rain Survive says, interesting, the closed captioning said painful instead of thankful. Yeah, it captures some stuff. It's hilarious, and I'm trying to keep up with it, but I'm laughing so hard inside I can't get it out.
This, boys and girls, is difficult little tiny work.
Can we zoom up on that a little bit so we can see
Oh,
what
I
you're
forgot to
doing?
tell you the really cool thing. Let me show you. But you've got to remember where this is setting at. Right there. I think it's like 17 or something. So you just take this and you go. Wait, is it removed?
Did you click on it?
Oh. There we go.
Oh, I can zoom it myself.
Yeah.
Zippity doo dah. How's that, guys?
It's not exactly a zoom, but it at least gets you a bigger picture.
Malice, much better.
So we're learning new software, and that's part of it.
So if you guys want to see something, if you want something rotated around that you can't see it, let me know. And we'll try and move it around. Because I get frustrated too. I can't see it. And it's like, well, I don't know what you're doing over there.
Well, this kind of artwork is it's interesting because you can't be comfortable as an artist. You have to make sure your fingers are away from the thing. So I may not be doing this exactly like I normally would, but it's close. Can you see that? Can you guys see that?
It's a little blurry.
That's because we really didn't do a zoom. We just kind of blew up the size of it.
So now you
Let me see if I can get this closer to the camera.
Oh, back it.
And
Stop. Okay, sorry.
and we just got to keep going with this. Right around to the back of the hand here with scales. And right down the center here. All right, let's go back up. Let's go back up and we'll do this second finger here and we'll see if we can get this. So I'm going to draw the center line of the scales where the scales come down to. Try not to get it so jiggy-jaggy. But if I'm honest, I can't really see at this level, even though I've got my glasses on. It's hard to see at this point. I think what I'm going to do for when we reach 100 followers, and by the way, I hope that thing is working.
No, it hasn't moved.
Hasn't moved, yeah. But I think when we reach 100 followers, I am going to give away maybe a Rincewind jewelry box.
Oh my. I hope it's not as hard as it was trying to give away the last prize.
Well, I saw a widget that had a spinny wheel. So we'll try that. Or we might try a randomizer of some sort. We'll figure it out. What I can do is I can put all of the names into a basket and
Welcome, Crazy Ike. Crazy Ike says it worked. What worked? Must be about the tip jar.
I don't know. Did it?
It just says it showed up in his alternative account.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Because he's talking about the widget.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna switch tools to this little needle tool. Let's see if it's easier. Oh yeah, that's better. Gets a smoother look.
Crazy. It says your follower's goal thing is typically called a widget.
Yeah, that widget thing. And the closed captioning is a widget too, which I'm really amazed. Man, just think about.
To pick up you talking, it's amazing. We're getting closer. We need 40 more followers.
What to do with the tool? Yeah. So slowly, conventions that thought they were going to run in August, slowly they are canceling. I had one canceled today.
Yeah, it's crazy. It sucks that more conventions are still closing out. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
Rain wants to know which one canceled today.
Convergence.
Hmm.
As you recall, last year, Convergence in Minneapolis
Oh.
was a really great convention. We had a great time. Not a big one, but still, for the size of the convention, wow. Actually, I kind of like those. They're a little less trafficky.
Get to spend more time with your fans, and they really want to buy.
Yeah, it was just a better time all the way around.
See, it forced you to do what you wanted to do this stuff here, and
Yeah.
just get people to see other avenues of how you do things, and we might not be there in person, but you can, now they know, hey, he does have a store, and you can buy that way. But it'll slowly but surely get back. So we just have to roll with the punches. Air laser, ha ha, Kodo booty. Yeah, that's part of booty. Yeah, it tears me up. He gets going before he puts all. It's like, dang, that's a booty. Then he covers it up with armor. Oh, he's jiggling. Thank you, David.
Where'd that needle tool go? Okay.
Crazy. Did Kodo just twerk? Yeah, he did. Couldn't get that one past you. Say it again. Here you go. Well, I don't know why it said Hager. Hager. Tigger. What?
Yeah, I moved the microphone so that it would pick up more of your voice and my voice together.
Ah, I was wondering because I didn't see it pick up me. Pick me up. Is there a dot on Kodo's armor on the left? Is that?
Where?
Turn that one. What is that?
There's a dot, something embedded inside there. Some
Bothering
dirt.
me.
There we go.
Thank you, that's bothering me.
Alright, let's paint this a little bit with some lighter fluid. His fingers now have some scales to them.
So again, for those that don't know, that lighter fluid stuff just gonna smoothen it out so it's not so.
Takes all those burrs off that I created with my tool, and just kind of helps it look more natural.
It sure does. Wow, now that you can see it from the front. Cool.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like from the front there. And then his, this won't be quite as long. I'll have to chop it off for about right there. But I'm going to leave it like that for right now because I want to give myself plenty of room to work.
So when you make that mold, is that piece going to have to be off of there?
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His arm probably have to come off. I'm still in the planning stage. Every time I work on him, I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? Where are we going to go with this? We'll have to see because it's going to be a learning
Yeah,
experience.
there's a lot of undercuts, and that pulling that mold would not release. That's too long of a.
I thought I would plan to do that piece completely separate, but we'll see.
That's a big piece. Once you put the head part of it on there.
Yeah. Alright, let's cover that with some lighter fluid a little bit. Just tone that down a little bit. It could be better. Let's see, where's that wire tool? The pointy tool. I just had it. Okay, right there. Yeah. And I think I'll add some more down in here. Now that looks better.
Air laser. Definitely. Kodo torquing.
Boo 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 boo. Wow, this is difficult. I got some of my wire showing through there, but it's okay. It's all right.
Air laser. Party 100. Party 100. 100. Woohoo! Party 100.
Oh, thank you very much, Air Laser. Woo!
Nice.
Da 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 da.
Doot, doot.
All right, so,
Crazy act. No, I lost the lead. Oh.
Thank you.
Well, get on with it. Get it back. Cheer 100. Crazy act. The bit battle continues.
Oh, so the at least the one widget's working just fine. Yeah, and their laser clear. See it coming up on there.
Woohoo! Look at it go.
Oh,
200. Woohoo!
Wow, cool.
Uh-oh. Crazy X says I only have 50 left. Oh, air laser. Oh.
Thank you.
Ah, that was exciting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's this? America?
Oh yeah, hey.
100. Cheer. Cheer one, cheer one. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. Uh-oh. Crazy egg. Bam, bam. Oh, snap. A hype train. Boop, boop. Keep it up. This is exciting. I'm ecstatic.
Guys, thank you. All right, so there's a couple things that have to happen now.
Uh-oh, air laser. Cheered. 200. Bam, bam.
Let's try putting on the armor here on his forearm. I gotta remember what I did now. I have all my patterns over here.
Might actually hit level 2 at this rate. Air laser. 10, 20, 30, 40. Woo-hoo-hoo. 40 for air laser.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, Merca. Merca's on there. Merca hit 50. Air laser party. 100. 200. Boop, boop. You get another torque for that one.
Okay.
Air laser pride 60. Air laser 200. He's twerking his brains out. Ooh, mercy. Yeah.
Calm down, Kodo. Take it easy.
Uh-oh. Crazy egg. 6. Oh, what's that? Crazy egg?
60.
Hey, we just hit 60 followers. Ooh, 44 to go. Yay.
Oh, really? Did it go? Oh, it did go up. Awesome.
That's how I could read it. 60.
Oh, awesome. So that one's working.
The
It's just a crazy tip jar's not working. I don't know why that. I think I did something wrong there. So guys, I'll look at that and see what
we got
happened.
here? Skyriz is now following. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thank you very much. Very much
Ike.
appreciated. I'm going to give
100.
away, when we get to 100, I'm going to give away one of my little Rinse Winds jewelry boxes. So if you don't know what that is, you can go to my website, davidleepancake.com. Well, yeah, if you have one close.
I think it's the ones over here. Keep talking, focus over
Okay.
there, look at me.
All right, what's next? What's next? Let's see. I need to put his sleeve on. Oh wait, no, not that one. Yeah, the little triangle right here. So if you're looking at the other side, see there's this. The back of the hand is protected with a little triangle that comes down. So that's the very first piece that has to go on. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Yes. That was very awesome of you guys. And thank you for following. When I reach to 100, I am definitely going to give away.
Yes.
Okay, here he is. All right, so let's see. Let me get into a position that you can switch cameras, Kat, and go to David only, and then I can just show you on the first. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Why am I in there?
Because you're in the back, the picture right here. So this
Back
is
it
what he
up.
looks like.
Just hold him still. You
Oh, and he's got he's always felt lined, and he has a felt for the bottom of his feet. He has a little tail. And I make all my own eyes and put those in, and just a lot of different awesomeness about this little box. Got a tongue and a uvula.
Uvula.
Ah. So that's what's going to happen when we get to 100. We're going to put all the names in a basket and draw out of that. And even if we'll try to make allowances for if it's overseas, we'll have to rethink that. But within the U.S., we can ship for free. The item will be free. So awesome. Okay, so we got his hand done, and we're going to work on this little back part. That's what I was doing. Forgot what I was doing.
Focus.
Yeah, well. All right, so swirl around here. Oh, I'm running out of room.
Crazy access. I'll just drive over and pick it up, Dave. No worries about shipping.
I'm getting more and more people doing that. I got a guy coming on the 11th to pick up an item.
Okay, we should switch the camera back.
Back to where
Where was I?
it's side camera and David. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll do it out of this thinner stuff here.
Alert, laser. Laugh out loud. I can't relate. Borders still closed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, air laser. 100! Woohoo!
Ah, thank you, Air Laser. Let's see.
Wow, 32% of the way up to level 3. Yeah. Crazy guy. You missed Koto's twerking for bits.
Alright, so that's that.
Uh-oh. That's a crazy guy. Tier 3. America. It's 50! Woohoo!
Oh, thank you.
Go, America! Woohoo! Deserve another twerk.
All right, come on. Da, 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 da.
Oh my! I'm sweating.
Mr. Kodo, need to calm down.
Plague status. Kodo needs a twerk next Everstorm. Air laser 50.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh.
Oh, we got 10 minutes left.
You're kidding.
Nope. That twerking just kind of makes it go by pretty fast. Oh, air laser 38. Oh, we get to do my Latin. Riva, riva, riva.
Alright, so that part is on. Smash that down a little bit. Now he needs a sleeve around there.
Yeah, for those that came in a little later, I finally got to get my hair cut, and it's been about 3 or 4 months. It's like, oh my gosh, and I wear my hair short, but holy moly, uh-oh, what's this, Merca, 50? Whoop, 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 whoop. A sweet unlocked new note. So I showed him a picture of what I wanted done. Oh my gosh, you see that? Oh, Jeff was trying to be kind as I walked in. Dave's eyebrows and eyeballs just kind of, they went, oh. Jeff says, well, Mom, you got a military buzz cut. That wasn't what I was going for, but oh well. Oh, you like my
Oh, I forgot to show you the sound effects down here. There's applause and bicycle horn.
I got my own horn.
Yeah, you get your own horn.
Well, we got 8 minutes left. Anybody got any questions?
We're going to be back at it on Tuesday night, this Tuesday. And we'll be here at 7 Eastern, which would be, you know, you're an hour behind. So it'd be, Central would be 6 o'clock. And we may have some surprises then, so you want to tune in.
Surprises?
I don't know. I mean, I keep working at this thing. I changed up the software. I moved everything around. Got different, just different effects on the screen. So you never know what I'm going to come up with.
What are some interesting notes? What are those?
Looks like purple flames.
Oh, it's little hands with purple and a dragon in the middle.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, I see. Okay, now. Yes. Alright, is that going to be long enough to go around this? Yeah, it's going to be fine. But I'll have to do some special cutting for it. Alright.
Sir, this has been a great broadcast. I've been having a blast. Raise rises. Is that Kermit as a warlock? Kind of looks like it. Now it says exactly power up, Kermit. Damn it.
Ooh, I don't know if I get enough. Oh, I don't. Look at that. Maybe let's go this way. No. Well,
Horse feathers. I knew that was coming. That's an old one we haven't used yet. Horse feathers. Why do horses have feathers? Horse feathers.
Well, I think I can still make it work, but it's difficult to say. All right, so let's. So Tuesday night, back here doing some more sculpting, and I'll try to have some kind of new thing on the screen. We'll see what that's going to be. I'm not sure. And then I'm also finishing up with Rumble Steam the Owl on Thursday nights on Facebook. So if you want to join me there, that's cool too. I'll be casting Rumble Steam, which I'm not quite sure how we're going to film this and all, but
Lake State is now hosting.
Oh, thank you very much. We will try to get as much of it maybe pre-filmed and then show it as a little backstory, and then we'll comment on that. Tell you how it was all done. Rumble Steam will be an easy cast, I think, because it's all going to be one piece. So that's Thursday night. And then, of course, again, next Sunday, I keep the time. I think I'm going to push the time a little later, and I will make sure that everybody's posted on it. So, thank you. And don't forget, I have added another level to Patreon, which is the Patron Dragon of the Month Club, in which I for you sign up, and for $30 a month I ship you a little dragon in the continental United States. And so that's on it's a collectible dragon that I've sculpted and painted. There's a whole bunch of them, more coming on all the time. Well, all I got done with today was the hand, but
it's all
okay.
that twerking, kind of.
So what, Ken?
Lake stays writing, I can find how to get to the panels anymore on the phone app. I don't understand what that means. Well, you got 2 minutes left. What else do you want to say?
Oh, I want to promote TT2KB, from where this all came. There's Levi's art. I forget what he calls it. It's him drawing these characters out on screen. Oh, I'm doing the wrong side. Turn it over. Is that right? Yeah. Then there's also the TT2KB's Everstorm, in which these characters appear. The 5e D&D 5e game that's done every other Saturday. And I also like Wisdom Check. If you missed it, they had Alex Gygax on last week. I'm not sure who the guest is for this week, tomorrow night, but Jeff and Dustin host Wisdom Check every Monday night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central p.m. So tune in for that. Let's see, what else?
We are about ready to go off.
Yeah, you just hang in there. Keep your spirits up. You know, try your best.
Razor
And
Vice says it's Cam and I talking about the impact of music in a game.
oh, okay. That's what it is tomorrow night. Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to tune into that. Cam has this bardic knowledge that he does on TT2KB.
Uh-oh, Merca, 50 more.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Air Laser Super Hype. We got a hype train today. Woohoo! Woohoo!
You know, one of the things I didn't investigate was how to do a raid from here. I'll have to figure that out. This is new software. I'm sorry about that. New software, so I have no idea. Not like I had an idea before anyway. But I will figure it out, and we will try to do that Tuesday night when we come to raid into Bardic Knowledge, which follows my sculpting session. And last time I tuned into Bardic Knowledge, I was really entertained because he played the guitar, and man, that was just so awesome, and it had a real kind of Eastern flavor to it, and I just thoroughly enjoyed that.
Air
So-
Laser says /raid and then space and then the user's name.
Okay, thanks, Air Laser. Old people, what do you know?
501.
All right, we're gonna say
Goodbye, farewell, till we meet again.
thank you very much. Tune in again. Thanks. Bye bye.
Okay, where do I shut off?
Go onto the screen there, and where it says finish.
And broadcast.
Yep.